Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we've got a can of beer from Symmetry Brewery, based in the south of England essentially, but this is brewed, one of their first cans, brewed in collaboration with Alefarm from Denmark. This is actually brewed at Alefarm in Denmark. It's called Let's Go Back to California. It's a 6.7% ABV West Coast IPA with Cascade, Amarillo and Simcoe. Big thanks to my mate Steve from the Beer O'Clock Show. Hopinions, whatever you want to call it. For passing on the can of this. Can's already open. I had a little bit of a nightmare with my phone whilst I was recording this. So the can is open. So, excuse me while I appear surprised. Let's put the rest of it. Go on. I'm fucking around. So, beer in the glass. It's kind of like a pale, straw-like orange colour. A slight haze. I mean, relatively clear, but a slight haze to it. Nice pure white foam on top. There we go. So, aroma. Let's check it out. Ooh. It kind of sits between a couple of camps, really. It's an interesting one. There's a real kind of like straightforward lemon lime grapefruit, what you'd expect from a West Coast style. There's it's like a spicy note for me. This is something I picked up on a review yesterday, so maybe it's just in my head, which I'm going to say like bay leaf. I want to drink it. It smells really inviting. But a grapefruit, sharp, cutting, assertive, kind of like. There's a lovely cleanliness to it. But then there's a nice pronounced, softer, more pronounced fruitiness. I'm gonna say it's edging towards mango, but and kind of sweet orange. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers. Thanks, Steve. Cheers. Sorry about the brewed on glassware. They make affordable glassware, or free ones. That's nice. That's really nice. So the guy behind this, Ed Razzle, is that his actual name? If it is, God bless you. It's a cracking name. It does sound like a 1970s club performer. Ed Razzle on the keyboard. Ed Razzle and Deanna on a Sunday night at the Duck and Drake in South Ely. One thing about him in particular, this is why I'm getting onto it, is he worked at Adnams for a long time. I think he spent some time in America working for, I think, Sierra Nevada. He did a bit of time working for those guys. Obviously, Sierra Nevada and Adnams, I think they've got a quite close working relationship. So you can see those fingerprints. And I'd say one thing it really reminds me of is Adnam, but it's a memory at this point because I've not had it in forever. Adnam's Innovation, which was a real kind of like mold breaking beer back in the day. It brought a lot of kind of pronounced hop quality and vibrancy to a slightly fusty ale scene with those West Coast sensibilities. It's got a lovely clean drinking quality. It's slightly dry on the teeth. Once again, I would say it's got that slightly spicy thing. I'm going to personally say bay leaf. Grapefruit. Quite a fragrant pine, not dank. Slightly spicy. Beers like Big Job, Proper Job from St. Austell. It's got a bit of that going on due to its cleanliness. As far as kind of West Coast IPA, I think it's a British understanding of what West Coast IPA is, which I've never had a British brewed West Coast IPA, which is like a true West Coast IPA. After spending 2 weeks in California, nothing's ever come close. But this is very pleasing. It's very pleasant. Well brewed. mixing those two kind of styles, kind of not two styles really, but it's offering a bit more flavour as far as like hop flavour and fruitiness than you would in an old-fashioned West Coast IPA, and some British kind of like well-known interpretations of what a West Coast IPA supposedly is. I think this is a nice beer, though. Well put together, well balanced, just like doing everything as it should do. Yeah, I think they've done a nice job with that. So that is Symmetry Brewing. I love Symmetry. I'm not that bothered about symmetries, but Symmetries. Nice label as well. Very symmetrical. A brewed in collaboration with Alefarm from Denmark. It's called Let's Go Back to California. I'd love to go back to California, but someone chose to eat like a bat or something and just destroy the world. It's a West Coast IPA brewed with Cascade Amarillo and Simcoe. It's 6.7% ABV. It's tasty stuff. A big thanks to my buddy Steve over at the Beer O'Clock Show. Check out the Hopinions podcast. And I'm Rob from HopZine, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.